Hello, I'm your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Spiritual Warfare Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker. And I'm stopping by to tell you that they are bothered because you mind your own business. Yes, Kingdom people. They are bothered because you mind your own business. And I'm going to leave this message with Psalm 35 and 20. And it says, they don't like talk of peace. They plot against innocent people who mind their own business. And that is the word of the Lord. And so, Kingdom people, in this spiritual warfare message, because that's what it is. Anytime somebody plotting and bothered and hating and jealous and doing deeds of wickedness on behalf of Satan, that's spiritual warfare. And so, Kingdom people, listen. Just like the scriptures say, they don't talk of peace. You talk of peace. Not only do you talk of peace, you are peace. You like peace. You prefer peace. You're peaceable. You're peaceful. Yet they plot against you because you're innocent. Doesn't mean you're overall innocent. In other words, it doesn't mean you don't sin and fall short of the glory of God. But you're minding your own business. So you're innocent in that sense. You're working on yourself. You're keeping your mind on the things of God, on Christ, on what he has in front of you. Working, using your own hands to work what God has given you to work, using your own mind to work and to think, to be creative, to utilize the ideas, to coordinate, to strategize the plans and the goals that God has given you. And ultimately, it's him giving you that. It's him, giving you direction, guiding you. But you're using your mind. You're using your mind, putting your mind to good use for the things of God, for what he's called you to, for the mission and the purpose that he has you on. So in all that, you're minding your business. You're innocent. You're not out here trying to cause people harm. You're not out here all in other people's business. Even if you're aware, you know what's going on with someone. Because you are alive. And so you can see, you have perception, you have senses, whether it be the five senses and or your spiritual senses, you aware. Yet you don't go through extremes trying to be in someone's business, be nosy, intrude upon people, even force yourself or your ideas, should I say, or opinions on people. You mind your own business, yes. When God leads you and guides you to minister to, speak to, or help, or whatever the case may be, you do that. Even that is minding your own business because you're allowing God to lead you even in that prayerfully. And so here's the thing, Kingdom people. What had happened was and is people have become quite aware that you're focused on something and it's not them. Which means, again, you're minding your own business. And they're minding yours or trying to. They're bothered because you're minding your business. And here's the thing, as I just stated, they're trying to mind your business while you're minding your business. But here's the issue. They don't know your business. They only know what they see. They only know what you share with them. And for the most part, these people, you're not sharing any intricate details with them, if anything at all. And so They don't even know what business to mind because they don't have none of yours to mind, but they're trying to. Again, you mind your own business. And this is a problem for them because you mind your own business, they can't get in your business. Because you mind your own business, they can't question you. Because you mind your own business, you're not in their business. And therefore, they can't use you being in their business as a way to get in your business. And so, kingdom people, they are bothered because you mind your own business. Here's the kicker. They don't talk peace. They plot against innocent people who mind their own business. Because you mind your own business, because you're peaceful, because you like peace, you prefer peace, they plot on you because you mind your own business. They plot as to how they're going to trip you up, how they're going to, listen to this, kingdom people, stop you, interrupt, and sabotage you from the business that you mind that they don't know what that is. And here's the thing. These people are angry because they don't know your business. They're angry because you mind your own business. So they plot on you because of that. I did a video not long ago talking about how it was actually a short. It was one of those. And another thing, how people are mad at you because you're not like them. And so because you're not like them, and they not like us, they not like us, they not like us, you don't have any common ground with them. You don't have anything to communicate with them about. You all are not even on the same wavelength. And here's the thing about that even. When I speak of being on the same wavelength, there's levels to that, of course. And someone does not have to necessarily be on your level for you to communicate with them. And I'll give you an example. You know, there's teachers, then there are students. A student is not necessarily on the level of their teacher in the area in which the teacher is teaching. Yet, it doesn't mean that they won't communicate and have interactions with their student, even outside of whatever that teaching is. Now, in real life for you, just because you may be more advanced than certain people in certain areas, and we'll just speak spiritually here, it doesn't mean you don't interact with them and communicate with them. Of course you do, where appropriate. When people are pleasant, when people are not trying to be hostile towards you, and even in situations where you have to deal with them because of work or, you know, some kind of a residential arrangement you may have, you limit that interaction. You only interact with them as much as you need to. Now, there are people who may not necessarily be where you are, but they're kind for the most part to you. And, you know, they're not giving you a problem. In other words, they're not being hateful. They're not doing things to attack you. They're not sending spiritual warfare your way or being spiritual warfare to you. And so you can interact with them and engage them. And here's the thing about that, kingdom people. Many a times, because of who you are, God uses those interactions to draw them to him if they don't already know him. If they do, maybe to draw them closer. Or just for whatever exchange he wants to do between the two of you. And so, again, it's not so much you don't interact with people that are not necessarily where you are if you are a little more advanced than others or a lot more advanced than others. The same as people who may be more advanced than you in certain areas. And again, we're speaking spiritually here, but it could be anything. They interact with you, you know, but you're not being a problem to them. And sometimes people still interact with people that are a little more difficult for whatever reason they choose to. The point I'm making here is this, kingdom people, that does have its place where appropriate, of course. But for these people who want to man your business and are bothered because you manning your business, there's no place for that. There's no place for you to interact with them and engage with them. Furthermore, the very fact that they're bothered that you man your business is indicative of the fact that they don't mean you no good. They only have ill intentions towards you. And so I'm just hearing, don't cast your pearl. Do not give what's holy to the dogs. Don't cast your pearl unto the swine. So you wouldn't share your information, your business, or anything of that sort to people that you know don't mean you no good, because you've already detected their fruit. You already see the spirits, the unclean demonic spirits operating through them. And so, yes, you don't have any dealings with them. Now, sometimes before you even recognize those things, people get bothered because you man your business. And then they get to acting crazy with you. And then you are able to identify them. You know who they are. You know that they have hidden agendas and motives that are no good for you. You know that because they get to acting crazy. And sometimes you didn't even know that they was watching you until you found out because of how they acting. And so many of times kingdom people, they start acting crazy because they mad because they bothered. They mad because you man your business. And it's hard to peer into, to get any information from, to get in the lives of and try to tamper with, destroy, sabotage any of those things, somebody or the lives of someone who minds their business. And I'm hearing stay to themselves. And here's the thing about that, kingdom people, you stay to yourself to the extent that you need to, because many of you have people that you don't stay to yourself with. In other words, you have people you can talk to, that you deal with, that you can confide in, but you don't need no whole entourage around you, all the time. You don't always have to be engaged with people. For the most part, what it is, you live a private, quiet life. Even if you're a busy, outgoing person, you don't share that with everyone because it's not for you to share with everyone. That's how you get bit. That's how them snakes get you. And so in some of our instances, we've learned that. We've learned that we can't be so open. And so, we've learned that because many of us have got bitten a time or two or three or four or five. So we know that we have to protect ourselves because there are snakes out there that are trying to get us. And the more that you grow in God, the more you elevate spiritually and begin to walk more in your calling and your purpose, the more they come after you, because there's a light that shines brighter and brighter in you as God works things out in you, as you continue to heal and again grow spiritually and elevate and walk in your purpose. Your light begins to shine brighter and brighter. I'm reminded of the scripture how it says you are a light that's put on a hilltop and they cannot be hidden, something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And so that's what you've become. And so you can't be hidden, so people see you. And so that naturally makes people interested in you and, want to know more. And for those who operate in these demonic spirits operate through them, should I say. Well, I guess they can both be the same. It can be both. Those ones who, are controlled by Satan, pretty much, they become interested in you and want to be in your business, not for good reasons. because of the spirits that's operating in them. And then this is just their nature, unfortunately, again, because of the spirits that are operating in them. It's just something that's ingrained in them. That's what they know. That's how they've been operating for many, for years, all their lives, unfortunately. And so that's just what they know. And they see you and they see your light and they want to get in. They want to get the info. And a lot of times it's out of pure jealousy. It's out of pure jealousy. And then with that jealousy, if they get in your business, of course, this is what they want to do with your life and what they want to do with your spirit. Because that's how that goes. I didn't even say no words, but y'all get what I'm saying. They want to throw your life in chaos, throw it all over the place, tear it up, rip it up. And they want to break down your spirit because they're jealous. They want you to feel the way they really feel. But they need to break you down so they can feel big and strong and powerful. Like they the one. And like you ain't. And it's not that you're trying to be the one, but they see you as the one. Which is why they want to get up in your business. Because they trying to see, what is it? What's to you? They want to know more. They want to know, they want to get on the inside, but they can't, Kingdom people. And they can't because you man your business. And you not letting anything in that ain't of God. And that does include them. These ones that we're talking about in particular. And we know that because they are bothered because you're minding your own business. Someone who's not meaning you any harm wouldn't be concerned or care that you're minding your own business. They wouldn't be bothered that you're minding your own business. In fact, they respect that. Someone who's not don't have ill intentions towards you, who's not sitting around jealous and bothered and all that, and want to cause you some kind of problems, they not tripping because you mind your business. 9 times out of 10, they mind their business too. And sometimes those people that you can be cool with. Not that you go out your way to be that or take it to another level. I mean, not that that can't happen, and that usually happens naturally. But the point is, they're not tripping on you. But the ones who don't have any good intentions for you, trust and believe, they bothered because you man your own business. And they want to know your business so they can plot and plan and try to throw your life all out of whack, throw you all out of whack. But here's the thing. Because you mind your own business, they still want to do it. They plot against innocent people who mind their own business. Now they want to tear you up and mess you up because you mind your own business. That reminds me of something I spoke about in a previous video. I don't know if it was the last video, but I was saying how, people, how they start off doing a certain behavior, like let's just use making noise to get your attention, making all this noise, making to get your attention. That don't work. So now they start trying to make noise or whatever, make loud, maybe banging noises to scare you. That don't work. Then they get scared of you because ain't nothing working. So because they scared of you and they want to scare you, they start making noise to scare you. So they've done the same action for 3 different reasons in this case. The same action, but they did it first to get your attention. Secondly, to scare you because they can't get your attention. Then thirdly, or because they bothered, should I say, that they not getting your attention. And then they get scared because you're not responding the way they're accustomed to. They get a little nervous and they get scared. And so they start making maybe a louder noise to scare you because they're scared of you. So it's kind of the same, Kingdom people. First they want to get in your business because you are peaceful, because they see something about you. Many times people see you peaceful and they think that means you're dumb. They think you a pushover. And I was just thinking about this earlier, how, and I do this quite often, because when I hear something, to the effect of, You know, they thought this, they thought that. So they thought you was an easy target. They thought that you was just going to be around. So they abused you. I think I heard something like that earlier. How they never thought you would leave. They was like, oh, you would just be here. And I'm thinking to myself, so that means, oh, let me abuse her. Let me abuse them. Because that's how people do. They think that you'll always be around. So that, I guess, in their mind, gives them a certificate to abuse you. But my thing is, why do you want to abuse somebody because you think they'll always be around? That means you're abusive. That means that you're abusive. That's what you want to do. Bring harm to someone. And so, I forget why I was saying that, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Kingdom people. Oh, I was saying that because why they tripping on you? Because you're mad in your own business. Because they want to abuse you. I don't know if that's why I was saying it, but I'm saying it now. They bother because you're mad in your business. Because they want to abuse you. And so that because they can't get in to abuse you, they start trying to abuse you from the outside. To break you down to get in to abuse you. They want to get on the inside to abuse you. So they abuse you from the outside so you can let them in for more abuse. Like, come on in and abuse me. Go figure, Kingdom people. The minds of these people are pretty much gone, as we see. Many of them are reprobate. Even if they're not reprobate yet, the fact that the enemy has control of their mind is almost as good. It's kind of like as good as being a reprobate. Because if you're not in your right mind and the enemy has control of you like that, yeah. The good thing is God will warn, and he would, try to, convict. Well, he don't try. He does convict and let people know, hey, stop. He let them know that still small voice in them or that angel. Well, we just gonna stick with the angel. The problem be they be listening to that other side when they keep warning, of course. Because some people do go ahead and just let it go. Unfortunately, we deal with a lot that they have to get swatted like a fly before they stop. Anyway, Kingdom people, they are bothered because you man your own business. And that is all I have to say about that. So if you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Make sure you go ahead and ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell so that you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video. If there's any information you need to know about me, you can find all that right down below in the description box, along with other helpful resources. And Kingdom people, if any of you need assistance selling or buying a home, or have any friends or family who needs assistance with that, please go ahead and feel free to have them email me at latriciabooker@kw.com. Even if you or them are in another state, I can connect you with someone within my network, and we can make it happen for you. That link, that email will be down in the description box as well. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you for all your likes, subscribe, shares, for all your comments and feedback, for all your financial contributions to my channel, for all the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. And a special thank you to those of you who do sow into me and my ministry. I pray that your seed returns to you a millionfold. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. Yet, I will be back to hold my Kingdom people down. Now, Kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are untouchable, we are unmovable, we are unstoppable, and we are unbreakable. Kingdom people, keep growing, keep going, and go and be great. Now, Kingdom people, stay in your kingdom bag, doing kingdom things, making kingdom moves, because we kingdom. Period. Now that is our time. This Jesus girl is out. Shalom and peace.